To be completely honest, I haven't watched a single minute of MLP G5 content since November last year when Netflix released the 6th and the final chapter of Make Your Mark show. Although the storyline didn't end, I had absolutely zero desire to consume Telltale. It's just a really bad show with no essence at all and with poor cheap animation not even remotely suitable for an adult audience. Lately I read that Telltale is also ending, since, it seems, nobody even watching it. The toys aren't popular with kids and Hasbro made a pretty logical decision to keep this generation. I mean, rewatching Friendship is Magic for the 5th time is a lot more enjoyable than watching any G5 content, even if you already know almost every line of the script, but Friendship is Magic still doesn't lose its unique charm. The only remaining G5 content right now is comic books. But to be fair, comic books aren't canon to the shows. They exist in their own separate world, just like G5 comics, which also ended after Friendship is Magic was finished. Anyway, I do not wish to focus on negativity in this video since there are already tons of videos out there criticizing G5, including my own videos I was making last year. And honestly speaking, kicking G5 again would have been extremely lazy. Let's instead talk about G5 things that were actually good. And we're gonna start with A New Generation movie. This film was released in September 2021, 3 years ago. It is hands down the best MLP movie ever made. That's not a high bar obviously, but still we have a 2017 movie which, upon further rewatching, simply falls apart structurally. Initially I was skeptical about the animation style of A New Generation film. The 3D made the movie look like some Chinese knockoff cartoon, to be honest. But it turned out the animation quality was really decent, character designs were well done. A New Generation was telling a very simple story with a very simple lesson to learn, that our differences shouldn't be dividing us because we have so much more in common than we think, and that we can do great things working together, like bring back the lost magic. Sunny Star Scout is a fantastic protagonist. She's like a representation of what fandom should be, learning the right lessons from the characters and then trying to improve the world. Being an Earth Pony makes her closer to a regular viewer, since she doesn't have a horn or wings. The best thing about Sunny is her contagious positive attitude. She doesn't lose hope even when everyone around her is consumed by meaningless xenophobia and corporations literally manufacture devices to fight off Pegasi and unicorns, while running a 1984 style propaganda campaign against those supposedly dangerous outsiders. Fun fact, some Fox News hosts thought that Sprout looked like Donald Trump and got pissed off because of that. At least Sprout's fur color isn't fake. Sunny never gives in despite all the obstacles and hopes to change the hearts of those around her. All these qualities such as empathy, kindness and resilience are reflected in her Disney-esque musical number called Gonna Be My Day. Even when crystals she was collecting don't bring the magic back, she finds out what's wrong and fixes the problem. Other characters of the movie are also unique and different. Izzy is funny and exuberant, like Pinkie Pie. Zip is smart, reserved, loves reading, while her sister Pip is a pop star / influencer, but she's also a very good person. Of course, Sunny is the main attraction. She is the focus of the story, she is the eyes of the audience. We see the story from her point of view. Other characters are less fleshed out naturally, but we were expecting to get to know them better in the animated show. Sunny's arc is extremely compelling and that was an issue. If we compare to G4, comparison is inevitable unfortunately. Twilight becoming an Alicorn Princess of Friendship was supposed to be the finale of Friendship is Magic. Originally, Lauren Faust was planning to make this an end of the whole story, but A New Generation is just an introduction to G5 and Sunny already became an Alicorn. In 90 minutes she achieved what Twilight spent 3 seasons achieving. Yes, I completely understand Sunny's way to becoming an Alicorn was much harder. Sunny becoming an Alicorn and saving magic is, realistically speaking, the biggest goal she could achieve. There was literally nothing higher than that. In vacuum, A New Generation was a great self-contained compelling hero's journey, but in a broader context it kind of made the job of Make Your Mark writers a lot harder since they had to come up with stakes even higher, and they, expectedly, failed to do so. But again, in a vacuum, the movie was really good, and even snobby critics weren't ashamed to admit that they actually liked the movie for the most part. The songs were decent, they sounded different from Friendship is Magic and sounded more like pop music, by which I mean popular music. We heard generic 2010s pop, some sort of pseudo-Disney soft rock, grunge parody, hip-hop, as opposed to the more theatrical and Broadway vibe that Friendship is Magic had. Overall, the songs are decent, the score is really good, and I wish we got a Spotify album, but oh well, we did not. The next piece of G5 was Tell Your Tale, but I got nothing positive to say about it, except that it had a couple of decent songs. I really enjoyed the Halloween songs named Monster Party. A couple of episodes were nice. I can't even say I hate this show, I just feel nothing when I think about it. Absolutely nothing. It evokes no emotions whatsoever. Nothing. Nada. Make Your Mark's only redeeming quality is the character of Misty. She is by far the best character of the whole generation. She's even better than Sunny, since Sunny only had 90 minutes to shine. In the show, she was bland. I actually think that Misty felt more like the main character than Sunny. If we think of Make Your Mark as a story of how Misty broke out of chains of abuse, found her true friends and got her cutie mark, then the show makes more sense. Sounds kind of like Tangled, to be honest. The dynamic between Opaline and Misty is certainly similar to the dynamic between Gothel and Rapunzel, albeit Opaline doesn't even pretend she loves Misty. Misty's whole arc is well written, and we actually see how she's changing and becoming more and more disillusioned with the lies Opaline had been feeding her the entire life. Misty even finds her father, although that twist specifically is my least favorite thing about Misty's story. Zip and Pip were more fleshed out, and I actually like them most out of the main five. Add a couple of good songs, a couple of actually decent episodes like the one dedicated to Zip and Pip from chapter 2, a good special episode called Bridal Woodstock, and that's everything positive about Make Your Mark. It was an okay show with some really bright spots, but it was never awful either, so that's a good thing at least. And that's everything good I can say about G5. It's over now. It was not very good. It was successful with neither kids nor the older audience. It tied itself to G4 when it shouldn't have. The only piece of G5 I will be rewatching is A New Generation and probably the Bridal Woodstock special. Thanks for watching this video, and subscribe and leave a comment. That'll definitely help YouTube algorithms to promote my videos more. And see you again.